discretion is advised.
Everybody. Okay, we're gonna go over something because someone sent us a link. Okay, in regards to troll ordering the trolls and Honest Abe and Diana and blah blah blah. In regards to Hucks military service. Now, this video is not to confirm or deny any claims about military service. This is not about that. Okay, but we're gonna go with a document that Honest Abe ordering the trolls put out as a gotcha. Okay, and they even enhanced it. So this is it right here. This is a DD214. This is basically something that you want to request about your military service. So it's going to tell you a whole bunch of information. Now, we're just going to go quickly over this, okay? And then at the end, you'll decide who's lying and who's not lying, okay? On the top, it states Army, National Guard of Minnesota, right? The next lines, personal information. Now, I want you to pay attention to line 8A. It says the station of installation at which affected. It says the 34th Infantry, right? So that sounds like she was stationed at the 34th Infantry. Now, pay attention to it says the pay grade. Pay grade is what? E1, and that is the salary for a private, less than 2 years, okay? Alright, and then it goes on to look at number 10. It says years, months, and day. And it says the net service for this period. It states that she served 4 months, 15 days. Now that's really important, okay? Just hold on to that. 4 months, 15 days. Then if you go down, it says that she had group life insurance, $100,000, right? And then you go all the way down to number 26, and it says reenlistment eligibility. It says RE-2. Okay. Now, what is RE2? Well, RE2, okay, is individuals separated for the convenience of the government in accordance with Chapter 5 AR 635200, and it references Chapter 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12. And what is Chapter 8? Separation for pregnancy. And what is the one thing that Huck stated? That she did not go back because of pregnancy.
Yeah, she got pregnant apparently. I don't know about that to be true either, but apparently it was a pregnancy that stood in between her and basic training.
So, according to their gotcha video, right? And that form, it states RE2 was the separation. And Chapter 8 is what? Separation for pregnancy. Alright? And she, what? Was active for 4 months and separated. Why? Separation for pregnancy. So, I don't know what gotcha you got there, but all you're trying to do is manipulate the truth and flip it, as you all do. You all do this shit because no one is going to sit there to do the research. Okay, now we have that covered, right? Now, let's go right back to, remember what I stated? Remember the number 10, right? How many records of service, right? So, what is a record of service? This is one of the most critical portions of military records as it reflects the person's history when they were on active duty. Let me say that again. It will reflect the person's history when they were on active duty. Okay? Service members must ensure that everything is accurate in this portion. Now, 4 months, right? 15 days of active duty. So we also RE2, subsection 8, is they left because of pregnancy, right? Pregnancy issue, which she stated she had, and they admitted to it. So let's do a recap. She got paid, had life insurance, was separated because of pregnancy, and did 4 months, 15 days of active duty. Okay. Now there's one more part I want to just highlight to all of you. Okay, that basic training in the National Guard and Army is only 10 weeks. So what's 10 weeks? 2 months and a half? Let's say 3 months. Fuck it, it's only 3 months. She did 4. So that means 1 month and 15 days was of true active service. What do you think? Is she a veteran or not? She did, at bare minimum, 1 month of what y'all want to say active duty. But in reality, the record of service says that she has 4 months of active duty. 4 months of active duty. Then the reason for leaving is because of pregnancy. So, what do you think? A veteran or not a veteran? She wasn't dishonorably discharged. And the criteria to be a veteran is that when you leave, you become a veteran as long as you were not dishonorably discharged. The whole reason for separation is because of pregnancy, not because of being dishonorably discharged. So, again, the record shows, okay, she was in the Army, National Guard, Minnesota. Station of installation, 34th Infantry. Record of service, which is her active duty, 4 months, 15 days. She got paid as a private. Had life insurance, reason for separation, pregnancy. Now it's up to y'all. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, we're gonna leave that to y'all. So this is the paper, mind you, that they produced, Abe and them. They put this up. This was their gotcha. This was their gotcha. At the end, she was stationed 34th Infantry. 4 months, 15 days of active service. 10 weeks is basic training. So if you want to subtract that from the 4 months, go ahead. But at the end, she still had active duty. And the reason for separation was pregnancy. And you become a veteran as long as you were not dishonorably discharged. So we don't care if you fucking served a day in active duty. Once you leave, as long as it's not dishonorably discharged, they consider that to be a veteran. So however you want to spin it, okay? Alright, people? But this is the paperwork they showed. We're reading it to you, okay? As it should be read. Not with the bullshit lies. Not with some cross-outs or whatever. Need me say any more? That's it. You can believe these fucking assholes out there, people. So, let's put this to rest, okay? At the end of the day, listen, people. No matter what evidence you put out there, no matter what you do, they will find a flaw in it. And they will manipulate and spin it. And then the people that are empty-headed, that are believing the liars, they are liars. The liar comes out, says a whole bunch of shit, and then you all believe the liar, which makes no sense. So with that being said, people, we're telling this to all of you, stop providing them with any proof. Who the fuck are they in your life that you need to provide anything? So there's no reason for you to prove who you are. You are who you are. Be proud of it. If you're a veteran, then be proud to be a veteran. If someone says that you're not, okay, so the fuck what? But don't entertain it, because you're going to get caught up in something that you don't want to be caught up in. The back and forth, right? That is what you don't want to do. Because the back and forth, you know what that does? It clouds all the other shit that they're doing. Because people are just focusing on that one fucking topic. But at the end, a liar, a manipulator, a bullshit, a rat, a Benedict Donald is out there telling all of you about someone else. And then you'll believe that liar, that manipulating piece of shit. So now we show you their gotcha moment. They said that she didn't serve anything, but it shows there that she did. They state that the only way you could be a veteran is you have to have active service. Well, it shows there that she does, right? And they said that, oh, it wasn't because of her pregnancy. But and the paper says RE2 chapter 8 is a reason separation for pregnancy. So everything that she stated is factual. Now, we are just going by this form, this gotcha. We're not going by what Hucks said. We're not going by anyone else. We're going by what this video that they put out and this document. Alright? It contradicts everything they stated. But see, all of you heard what they wanted you to hear. Right? And look what it says in the record of service. It shows 4 months. So for them to say that she didn't never go or anything like that, she did. 4 months. Why did she leave? Well, on the bottom it says RE2. RE2 reference to what? Chapter 8. Separation for pregnancy. So, y'all put that all together yourselves. That is what that form is saying. So, what was the gotcha? She left because she was pregnant. And, but at least she went. At least she fucking enrolled. At least she served some time. How many of you can say you did any of that? Right? And circumstances is that she had to leave because of fucking pregnancy. But at the end of the day, stop providing people with your fucking evidence. Stop. Do not give them something to manipulate. See, that's what happens there. So, I understand that some of you want to give information because you don't have nothing to hide. But you have to remember that the people out there, right, that are disseminating your information, they're going to corrupt it. They're going to manipulate, change it, and they're going to put you in a bad light. And then what are you going to have to do? Come on and rebut that, right? And then they're going to rebut you. And then you have to come back. See, it never ends. So stop. Don't give them anything. You need to nip it in the bud, right? They go, we the people suck dick. Okay, we suck dick. I mean, okay. Now what? You see, the now what stumps them. It stops them in the track because they're looking for more. They want more. They want a reaction, right? So when they did that video about Huck and the service and all that, they fucked themselves because they gave the proof to all of you. She did serve. Now, this is what's going to happen, right? And this is why we tell all of you, don't give anything. Because now they're going to turn around. Okay, you were active, but only for 4 months. That's it? You couldn't handle doing more? And then you have to come back and say, well, I left because I was pregnant. And then they're going to come back and go, who got you pregnant? You see how it doesn't stop? So you need to stop it because it's never ending. It's always going to be rolling into something different. But at the end, Huck, it shows that you had active service. But you do not need to prove yourself to them because you're just giving them more ammunition. Because it's just going to roll down in 4 months. And then they're going to start giving spins. It spins into something. And they will keep spinning it until you have no excuse for it. Because it goes into the stupidity level. It goes into the delusionary area like Dodo Bird. So once it goes into the delusionary part, you cannot give a reason for it. Because it's so out there, how can you prove it? So it will always go down. And they will always fight you all the time. This goes for all of you. Until it comes to a delusional point where there's no way you can fucking damn dispute it. Because it's so out there that how can you prove it? Right? So then they're gonna turn around, you see, you don't have an answer for that. No, because you're a delusionary fucking nutcase bitch. There's no fucking reason for it. I mean, how can you answer something that's delusional and crazy? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So leave it. Do not give them the energy. Alright? And we always said this to all of you. Let them talk. You see how this video came out? And they thought they had a gotcha? The video came out, and look, let them talk, and this is what comes out. But that's it. Leave it be. That's our advice. You can continue going back and forth with them, but I think you know that it will never end. They will always find something. It will never end. So unless maybe you want to do the, showing them stupid, like we do. Okay? Now if you want to do that, then you entertain them, let them say what they're gonna say and make them look stupid like we do. if you want to do that, then okay. Then we understand this exchange that's going on. But if you're tired of the back and forth, that's it. That's why we just say, when they say that we did something, okay, now what? What are you going to do? Oh, we did that? Okay, now what? You going to call the police? You going to get the FBI on us? What are you going to do about it? And guess what? At the end, they look stupid. Like Dodobert, a fucking loser. So, there you go. That is our 2 cents, okay? Take it how you want to take it. In today's society, facts, truth, doesn't matter. It must be a lie. It has to be something that will garner some type of negative feeling. This world is just consumed with negativity, okay? And that goes to our primal selves, right? It goes to our primal selves. Our body is conditioned, right? To be alert, invigorated, adrenaline flows when the body sees something negative, something that could hurt them or can be perceived as hurting them. So your body will automatically ignite when there's something negative, something bad. The body is conditioned for that. The body is not conditioned to get alert and get all your adrenaline flow for something that's mild. You're playing a little song, the body's not going to react to that. But when you hear something that's negative, your body gets charged. And guess what? In today's society, people are now becoming addicted to that. They are addicted to the negativity, that charge, that adrenaline rush, the fear factor. People are now hooked on that because that's why they so into giving attention to negativity. That's why when someone produces something of the truth and they listen to it, if it garners no emotional feedback, they don't believe it. They can't believe it because what they were told ignited them. It made them on guard. It made them feel something. So because they felt something in their mind, that must be true. But when you say something and if it doesn't click, if the body doesn't take it in and they get any type of emotional feedback, then it becomes a lie. When it's the truth. That is where we are in the world today. Everyone is addicted to negativity because we are built to pay attention to that. It's in us. That's one of our defense systems. And people love it. That's why when you're riding down the street, your body is cool. But what happens when you see a crash or a car pulled over? Your body automatically goes into guard. It goes into pay attention, look, observe, avoid. You automatically do. You can't help it because that is your subconscious. That is who you are. That is one of our defenses to make sure that while we are consciously looking and making, doing our regular lives, our subconscious is saying, hey, warning, warning, look over there, warning. And then you look consciously, and that's the struggle comes in because now you're paying attention to that, but you may be crashing because you're not paying attention to the road. So we are built that way. It's sad that people are now addicted to it. All right, and that is where we at. So there you go, people. To recap, going by the form that they put out there and the reasoning they gave, that form shows Huck did serve 4 months, and code RE2 subsection 8 chapter 8 says separation because of pregnancy, which they stated, she stated. So we're going by them. This is what they put out there. So we debunking them. Now the rest is up to all of you. Take it however you want to take it. But to us, she signed up, she went for 4 months, she got pregnant, and she had to leave. I mean, that's as simple as that. You don't want to make it more than what it is, then go right ahead and make it more than what it is. Call the army, all the FBI. I mean, look at how much energy they're putting into this. And to garner what? To say, okay, you're not a veteran. So right now, if she comes on and goes, okay, alright, I made it up. Okay, sorry. You know what's going to happen? 2 days later, people are going to forget it and move on to something else. And they think that because they caught one person, that absolves them of all the lies they told throughout the years online. That's supposed to be, we're going to forget about that because you got one in. It's all smoke, people. That's it. They don't want you to look at them, so they're redirecting you to someone else. Stay on them. So all that energy you put in, for what? What did it garner? But right now, honestly, it just shows you to be the bullshitting liar that you are, manipulating bitch. Alright? You are the rat. You are the manipulator. And this is another example, people, of how far he will go to gather your shit and send it to us. Because that's what he was doing. And this is the person you're trusting. He admitted to going after people, giving us information to go after all of you. Now you believing him? Well, he's showing you his true colors right there. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna manipulate. I'm gonna put it out there and go after you, right? And send shit to us. We know you're sending shit, honest. People, listen. But that's who you trust, right? So, listen, you don't want to believe the manipulators and the liars. That says a lot about your character. It just does. Now, before I go, let me just say this, okay? For all of you that want to follow Tyrants, and we've told all of you this so many times, be careful who you follow because you may garner our attention, okay? You all know the Tyrants that we follow and we report on. Now, if you want to participate in their activity, then you become a tyrant because you're supporting them. You are feeding them. And that is why we always go back to, remember what we said? We go after the supporters and the viewers because you are the ones that are feeding them, right? Abe wouldn't have had his stupid fucking video, right? If the other person didn't help him, didn't give him life, right? So that is why we do what we do, okay? So again, be very careful who you follow and who you support, okay? Because you may not like the attention that comes with supporting them. You can do it, but you have to accept the consequences behind the decisions that you make in life. You just have, that's how life is. You can't avoid it, okay? Now, Troll is on our radar. Is he a tyrant? We don't know. But because he's not on our radar, now we have to look. And if we find that he's an instigator, like Paul and Honest and all that, that he goes around instigating, then he's a tyrant because he's going around making trouble. And then he garners our attention. And we're fine with it. The more food we get, the better. But again, we can't stress it enough. Stop participating with these people because you're going to get something that you may not want. For all of you to think that we don't do anything, oh my God, you're sadly mistaken and they're misleading you. Everything that we produce and give is factual. We don't lie, we don't manipulate. We give you the facts. It's up to you to take away whatever you want to take away from it. But at least we give you facts. You want to believe their lies? Then you fall into the trap. You are following liars. You are following backstabbers. That is who you want to follow. That's fine. But accept the consequences. That's all. I mean, it's simple. So there you go. Take care, everyone. Really Bowser.
United we stand, and united Tyrant will fall. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go! I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up.